Yeah, what's up, out there? Just ready to perform, just testing out the camera. I'm just seeing the angles. This is forget about it, you know? So just gonna cut up and stuff. I'm gonna do one of these things where the beat with my television and stuff like that. As you see, I put the camera in and stuff like that. Maybe I'll stand like this and start flowing. So I mean, I did about this much before, but I'm trying it on a different angle. I got one of my polo shirts, had on the sunglasses I used to do back in the day and shit. Hey, so it's all good and stuff. It's all good. So go with it, flow with it. So yeah, that's about it on that, yo. I guess I'll make this a little shorter. Actually, I might as well. Yeah, been feeling tired lately and stuff. Drinking those energy drinks to stay awake. I made a video last night. I mean, I don't know, in the afternoon, going to the store. I was tired. I just was mad tired. I'm saying in general, it's like an everyday thing. I don't know. I don't know. I went to doctors. They just say you're depressed and stuff. I checked and seen if it was like anything with the brain or MRI. They just said you're depressed because you don't have depression, like really, like no offense, mentally ill. You're just depressed, and your life and everything. And so I explained a little, so and so. They said, yeah, that's what it is, blah blah blah. I even went to a hospital, whatever, and shit, like, at the hospital, like, they have their own hospital doctors for whatever. They said I'm just depressed and shit. But mind you, I'm doing things and stuff, and I'm learning different things. Like, I'm teaching myself certain things, like, different ways to record music and things and that. You know, I'm saying is that I'm gonna lay the cards straight out on the table because I'm like that. I'm very blunt on things. I've lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you remember me before. No, actually, no, I really didn't do live videos then. So, I lost about half my body weight. Um, you know what I mean? I'm drinking these energy drinks. I'm eating food, so you could figure it's like half of what's in regular food, but I have a budget and stuff. I know how to, I mean, I'm still surviving. I'm still living in a place, as you see. This is my place, so still doing bills. Anyway, I don't know. There were times when I was depressed and I was like, basically, I don't know how long I'm gonna live for. I don't have any whatever. I'm healthy. I'm whatever. It just feels like I'm fading away. So, and then being sad and stuff. Well, I had got out of being sad and stuff. So, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but the tiredness hits me. And it's like, I'm playing like Doctor, Mr. Jekyll and shit, trying to find one energy drink that's gonna help me and shit, keep me up, because it rises me up, wakes my brain, whatever that shit is. So I got my own way, or I get fucking immune to it. Any of these fucking monster drinks or whatever and shit, I'm not pissed off. I'm just a little. So it's like an everyday thing, and this is what I go through and shit. But I maintain, I keep going, even if I'm tired, I will freaking whatever. The thing about it is, I got to keep going. I got to keep going. I have to do what I have to do. It might be the wrong thing in some of your eyes, but I have to do it for myself. I'm not saying that I don't have a choice or whatever the deal is. I just know that in case anything, I went out like a soldier, which I always do, and I just had to do it. I just had to do it to keep going. You know, just in case, God forbid, something happens to me or whatever. I'll let y'all know, whatever. It'll be on Facebook or something. Somebody will do it for me. I'll make sure this way, in case, I'm not saying I don't have fans and stuff. This way y'all know, and you'd be like, where's Everlasting Eagle? Where's, he don't do music no more. I don't leave people on like that. And then it's like, I cut them off. You understand? Stuff like that. If I'm going to tell somebody I don't want to be their friend, I will tell them, you know, face to face. I don't like this Facebook thing or this phone thing where you're talking to somebody and you're not actually around the person or near the person. You know, I'm old school. We didn't do that shit back then. And for the longest, I didn't do shit like that, you know, until I came here to New York, you know what I mean? And really, it's all about, I mean, actually, it's been about maybe, I don't know, 2 years now, maybe, or whatever the deal is. You know, it's all this computer shit, whatever it is, you know? I'm not really into it, but I just learned that shit for freaking, and you know, whatever I need off it for Facebook and YouTube. I swear, if I could record it in different ways, I would, trust me. So I'm basically saying, you know, this is a video for later, just in case. You know, I like doing things right away. I don't like wasting time and stuff. And where is it? I'm gonna show you. Look at this. This is what I'm drinking, the Monster. You know, see, you know. I already tested one out. It didn't do shit to me. After this is good, like, for something, for the body. One does the body, one does the brain, or one does for both and shit. So it's like when I get immune to something or whatever, I have to start all over again. This is what I'm going through every day, but I'm still performing. And sometimes when I'm like this, it's like I want to perform, but it's like, whatchamacallit. So I'm trying to do everything in my power right now to try to get like more whatever so I can perform. You know I love performing. You know I love doing it. And for people that know me and shit, that are in my life still, you know the way I am and the way I don't give up. I always find a way out no matter what. There was things I didn't know on the phone a lot of you know, and I just kept on today and going and experimenting on it, and I learned a lot of stuff just doing it by myself. That's the way it is with me. You know, there's some girls and guys out there, you know, they wanna be there for me, but I'm so stubborn sometimes or whatever. So maybe this now it's like one or two. They wanna, I don't know. They said that, you know, you've been doing it so long by yourself and shit. But I don't want to say this to anybody, but half the world I just can't trust. I don't know who to trust anymore, you know? I get close to somebody and something happens, or people just look at me like, see, now I got the beard off. Before, I look like a fucking freak to them. Or whatever. Or people see the way I act or something, or I'm straight out. Now, you listening to me now and before, now you could imagine the way people are, you know, if they hear, you know, because I call people out what they do, or they try to make me a victim, or they try to do this and that and whatever. I've been through it all. They don't like to be called out on this shit. They like to just be, some of them like to be controlled for, and they like to get their way and shit, and I see right through that shit. I don't have time for that shit. I don't get caught up in shit like that, you know? So, God forbid, somebody out there we ever meet, I don't, you know, with shit like that. And when it comes to music, I don't play. If we're gonna do music together, whoever, or if I meet, or I'm, for myself, I don't play, I do it and shit. I'm drinking energy drinks to get to that, so I can do music, you know? I hated it almost 2 days, 3 days, something I could, you know, I hate being stuck. I just hate, you know? So I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna do a freestyle off the television with one of my beats and shit. So it's like live or die. So in a way, it's like, God forbid, I don't know with these and stuff, how how long or whatever. I had to do what I had to do, or the weight thing. You know what I mean. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna. I'm not trying to project the future, but imagine a person that keeps losing weight or whatever. I hope I don't lose any more weight and shit. I'm almost up to the weight class I was like at 21 and shit. But I'm not trying to. I weigh myself every day on the scale. So it's like every now and then it's like a pound, 2 pound. Maybe it'll stop and shit. I said once it hits like a certain weight class, I'm going to hospital. Fuck that. I want to live. I want to do music. I want to do all these things. I don't want to. Nobody wants to pass away and shit. But still doing my thing on YouTube. Still doing Facebook. I'm meeting people here and there. Talking, putting views, what is that shit, likes and shit. I got one new prescriber, thank you and shit. I don't look for that, but thank you anyway and stuff like that. But and I do the music for the love of it and stuff like that. I do it for me first, and then I do it for whatever, and then and shit like that, or later my kinfolk, whatever and shit. Yeah, so I'm just saying, God forbid, if anything, I'd probably call this live or die or something like that. So just know and shit that I don't leave loose ends and shit. You know what I mean? I don't let somebody to just like flat leave. I'm not like that. Mhm. You know, if this shit, I mean, I feel something with this, but I'm talking about feel good, but and then you feel like you need a little more for your, like a balance thing. So if you're like this, it's like this. So I'm just saying this for people that go through this shit or thinking about going through this shit. I mean, one a day. I went to the doctors. I asked them about that shit. They said one a day. First they look at me crazy and shit. Because they said you have the crashes and stuff. I went through that here and there, like, depending which one you have, Because you drink it and sometimes it affects your body. You'd be like this, But you find the right one for you, you're good and stuff like that. I don't recommend drinking these, but I have to do what I have to do to keep going. I have to go shopping. I have to go something, whatever. I have to do this. I have to do that. I can't stop. I have to keep going. And there's some energy drinks. I'm not saying you feel like you're on steroids, but they pump you up too and shit just in case. Like, there's this one, it's 470 milligrams. You drink that shit, I felt it in my arms. I felt like a bodybuilder. I couldn't put my arm down and shit. And it was funny, I was walking and my foot like tripped a little, it slipped. I didn't feel it. I didn't even feel my book bag. Sometimes I do this. I get like 3 cases of Coca-Colas, 12 packs, and I put them on the back of me. And one day, I looked at my calf muscles, and they were like out like that, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and shit. I put it on my back. It's good workout too, And it's like I had that drink in me. I didn't feel that damn thing on me. You know what that is? 3 12 packs of Coca-Cola. But I didn't drink that shit. I mean, I have that shit now because I have to test. I have to test this brand, that brand. I swear I bought close to 20 of them last night. There was a guy last night. He saw that I was buying them. And he says, no. I'll buy them for you, whatever. I said, no. He was like, I didn't want to make him depressed or whatever. He really wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I didn't want him to feel bad, like he was nothing, whatever. I really didn't want him to do it. He bought the whole fucking thing. And I was like, I say that once in the blue that there are people good in New York. I'm not saying all, I mean like out of the 50%. So that was like, I don't know, almost 10%. But yeah. I was very grateful. I asked him if he wanted some. He was over there too, looking for that shit, and we were comparing notes like we were experts on that shit. You know what I mean? So, yo, it's been cool talking to ya. Peace out, yo. Peace.